I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Face facts, 'cause your opinion don't matter. This a maniac is gonna step on who matters.
I'm back and here to talk about the iJust S. Well, this is the fried man Mark Carter himself, and welcome back to my vaping experience. I recently picked up this iJust S tube mod, and probably saying, Friedman, why a tube mod? Well, when I quit smoking, I started off with this Kanger sub-ohm kit. Alright, and this sufficed for quite a while, for at least the first 2 or 3 months. This great device for someone starting out to quit smoking on. But it just got kind of, it wasn't strong enough, or I would have to hit it forever in a day to get a good amount of vapor. I'll show you. And yeah, it still puts out a lot of good flavor, but I graduated to the eGrip 2, and then of course I graduated to my iStick 200 TC watt. Okay, but there was something, you know, I just missed the feel of a tube mod. I kind of have an affection for the tube mod. And along comes iJust S by eLeaf. Alright, now in the box it really didn't come with a whole hell of a lot. Now I've already got this put together, but this is where the tank would be. This is where the battery would be. And in the second layer, there's a instruction manual, a cock ring for air control, and 2 spare coils. It also came with a USB cord for charging the internal 3000 mAh battery, which is a lot of battery for a tube mod. Yeah. So like I say, this is the iJust S. Alright, it's got a set airflow, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. And you saw how long it took me to get the vapor from the Kanger sub-ohm. And this is a size comparison. This one here is 24.5, milliliters or some whatever. And this is like an 18. So this right here is a lot wider. Okay, a lot wider, but it's shorter and a little stubbier. The tank holds 6 milliliters of juice. So that's a good amount of juice. And watch me hit this thing. I don't have to hit this near as long. And I'm getting twice the vapor production out of this thing. It comes stocked with a 0.3 ohm head coil already in it. It also comes with an additional 0.5 ohm head, and then they've got a new 0.18 ohm head, which is what I'm using right now. So it comes with 3 coils, and that's excellent. That's awesome. And but I wanted to try the 0.18 ohm coil first. And like I said, you do not have to hit that thing very long at all to put out a lot more clouds than this little guy. Like I said, it served its purpose. Great device for newbies who are looking to quit. awesome device. I highly recommend it. I will not be using this device as much. Maybe a bedside mod, you know, for right before I'm ready to go to sleep at night. That's where this thing's going to go. The only con I had with this, really, was the charge port being on the bottom. That sucked, okay? Another reason why this iJust S is better, because, as you see, there's charge port. You can have it standing up, and it charges. It's also a pass-through device, so you can use it while it's charging. And, yeah, so far so good with the iJust S. I give it a fully erect thumb. Now, I absolutely love my iStick 200 TC. It's a great device. I really, really love it. The problem I have isn't with the device, the mod. The problem I've been having lately are tanks. Okay? And it's become like a never-ending quest for the perfect sub-ohm tank. Now, I could easily take this thing off and put it on here, okay? But I don't want to split this up. Now, what are the problems I've been having, okay? This right here is the Horizon Arctic Turbo, okay? And it comes with 3 coils that go in it instead of 1. They call it a 6-tuplet coil. And it's not a bad tank. It's really not. You see, it puts out one hell of a cloud. The problem I have with it is so finicky. And if you hadn't got the coils in the tank just perfect, then you're going to have leaking. And if you don't have leaking, well, then one of them's going to burn out. And then you're going to have to figure out which coil it is to try to replace it. And it was just too much damn work for me to fool with. Okay, and you're saying, well, why, Friedman? Why do you have this tank on there right now? Okay, the reason I have the Horizon Tech Arctic Turbo on my mod right now is because, okay, that was my first tank I ever bought. Okay, was the Horizon Tank Arctic Turbo. All right, thought it looked cool. It was on special. It was really, really cheap. I got it for like under $10 cheap. Okay, and so with it being so finicky, I thought, man, it's a lot of work just to try to get a good vape. I moved up to the Crown tank, and because I'd heard a lot of good reviews about the Crown tank. And for the longest time, it was doing excellent. But as of late, it has leaked on me. And if it's not leaking, then the problem with this is it's just tasting too mechanical or like a burnt, no matter what I do. And it's not enjoyable anymore. I've tried the UL coils. Blah. I've tried the Coil Art coils, same problem. And I've got them primed. I've let them saturate the coil inside the tank for a good half hour of time. No matter what I do, I get that burnt. I mean, it hurts my throat. It literally is unpleasurable. So I was like, man, this tank, it fucking sucks. So I got burnt out on the Crown tank. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't enjoy it. And for the longest time, I was really hyped up about this Cerebus tank. Oh my God. I just think the way it looks is cool. The way it pulls up like that is cool, and then to close off your juice flow, bam, But no matter what I do, and see right now, it's leaking. This is the leakiest piece of garbage on the market today. Cerebus should be ashamed of themselves for selling this trash. So with that said, I went back to my very first tank, the Horizon Tank Arctic Turbo. And again, it is still finicky, but once you get it just perfect, well then it's a great tank. But it's really not worth the headache. So I'm still in search of the perfect tank. Now I've got one coming, and I've heard nothing but good reviews on it. Of course, I think a lot of these reviewers will praise a product largely because they're getting the shit for free. And, you know, they'll tell you everything they like about it. They'll throw out a few cons, but I don't feel like they're being completely honest. That, or they're not doing enough follow-up reviews for the average person who has to pay for their shit, or have to, you know, keep their fingers crossed that they might win a device, okay? And the device, the tank that I've got on the way, and I'll do a review, I'll talk about it as soon as I get it, and it's the Milo 3. I don't know what's the proper way to pronounce it, but, and the reason I went with the Milo 3, it takes the same coils as this bad boy, the iJust S. And, so I figured, you know, I'd rather stay in the same type family, okay? And I can tell you now, this will become, when I'm out and about, this will become the one I have around my neck, and I'll have this bad boy in my pocket. I cannot praise the eGrip 2 enough. Now, I know they've got this new eVic AIO, and it should have been called the eGrip 3, because that's what it looks like. The only difference is it's got a removable, you can remove the battery, and this here you got to charge, you know, via USB. But I didn't see the point in trying to upgrade, really. It wasn't that big a deal, but this guy goes in my pocket with me everywhere I go, and this bad boy will be around my neck, so I can have a variety while I'm out and about. I've also got that belt clip you saw in my previous video, where I could take this with me if I wanted to, but chances are I just leave this at home. So it is my greatest hope is that this Milo 3 won't leak, okay? Because I'm tired of filling up these tanks and thinking I'm good, you know. Next thing you know, you get this juice running down your arm or on top of your mod, or trying to make sure it's not going down into your 510 connection, you know. And it just makes your mod feel nasty, and you have, I'm sick of that. So sick of that. So I'm really hoping that this Milo 3 will be the answer to my prayers, you know. Because, you know, it's just ridiculous to spend money on these products and for them to leak or to taste burnt. And you're doing everything proper and still having those problems. On the juice front, now in my eGrip 2, I'm still rocking the Chi Berry by Fuggin' Juices. This stuff is the bomb. Probably my most favoritist juice in the world, as of right now, that I have tasted. And I've got a shit ton of juice in there. I've won a bunch of these giveaways. And I've got more juice right now than I know what to do with, which is an answered prayer because I'm a disabled veteran and really can't afford a whole hell of a lot. I really can't. And that's why I take it so personal when I actually pick up a device, a tank, and have the problems I've had, you know. But, and then, in this Horizon Tech Arctic Turbo, I'm rocking the Blue Gert, and this is a really good flavor. This is one of the juices I won from a giveaway by the Cakery It's called Buttercream Dream. Oh, this stuff is the bomb. And the fourth juice that I'm rocking right now would be by Unique E-Cigs, which I picked up in another giveaway. And it's their grape juice flavor. And that's what I'm rocking in this bad boy. And the more I vape it, the more I like it. One thing I've been curious about, I'm skeptical that I could do it because of my disabilities and my trembling hands, and been curious about RDAs, RTAs, and things of this nature. Not sure whether or not I could do it, but if any of you out there watching this have any suggestions on a easy device, you know, a reliable, non-leaking device like that, please message me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your suggestions and what has worked for you. I've thought about and looked at the Eagle tank, which would kind of be the best of both worlds. It's still a sub-ohm tank, but it's got the same kind of coils you would find in a rebuildable type of device. And so I would be able to have the experience of that type of vape. I just don't know if it's worth my money. God knows I've been trying to win one. One thing I know I'm not going to do, I won't be buying any more mods. This is a perfect mod for me. Now, I am interested in other mods, and I would love to be able to review some. But like I say, I just don't have the money to buy these devices to give reviews. But I love using these products. I really, really do. And would love to be able to do more review videos and unboxing videos and things of this nature. But I just have, you know, I don't have 200 subscribers. I've got maybe 180 or so, maybe. I don't know if that's even accurate, but I do enjoy vaping tremendously. I'm envious of those that are able to give reviews. And I'd like to become one of those people. I've got a lot of free time on my hands, and I think I would do a pretty good job. And the thing is, I wouldn't praise a device just because I received it for free. I would be one of those reviewers that would be a no bullshit, you know, type of person. Now, have I had links in the description below? Yes. Do I make a dime off of this channel? No. I do it because I enjoy vaping. I believe in fighting for my right to vape. And I think the FDA's deeming regulations are complete bullshit. And that the FDA stands for fucking dumbasses. As far as devices that I own, you've seen all 4 of them. And the only one I haven't had any leaking issues at all with remains to be this eGrip 2. The best device I own. The verdict is still out on this iJust or iJust. But so far, no leaking. I don't know, but I haven't had it long. But it's a solid device. I think it's a beautiful mod. I wish it were more streamlined, you know, without the gap. But, and that cock ring, the airflow, thank God the airflow is perfect set. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't care for it. I can't imagine anybody, well, no one I've watched anyway, has liked the idea of this cock ring for the juice control or the airflow. And I can show you how it's supposed to be used. You're supposed to slide it over your device, pull it down over the airflow, and adjust it like this, you know, and it looks tacky and it's fidgety, and really, I don't know what the hell eLeaf was thinking with this cock ring for the airflow. I just don't know what the hell they were thinking. But luckily, the airflow on it is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. It holds a good amount of juice, a 3,000 mAh battery. You know, I can't remember what the battery was on this thing, but I'm sure it was like a 1200. This is a 3000. So anyway, this is a great device. I love it. Clouds for days. Now, like I say, I'm using the 0.18, their new coil in this, and so far so good. I'm hoping that when the Mellow 3 arrives, since it will hold the same coil, work with the same. This is an eLeaf device. I love it. I'm hoping the Mellow 3 will look good on my device. And I guess I'll be an eLeaf man. I don't know. Kanger Tech, from what I understand, they're not a bad company, but their latest batch of devices, from what I hear, are shit. Because they were rushed out to put out the, you know, to put them out before the August 8th deadline. This eGrip by Joytech, awesome device. Now, like I say, I am interested in the Geek Vape, Eagle, Tank. I don't know, there's several other devices out there. I was thinking maybe the Ultima, or Ultimo, or whatever it was called, but I heard it was trash. That it was a leak machine. And I can't afford to lose any more juice. That is so very frustrating. And like I say, the Tank, the crown, and this is the original crown. I'm not even fooling with the second crown. The crown was really good. Tank there for a while, and I just don't know what it is. Because, you know, I thought, well, maybe it is the coil art coils. You know, in one of my previous episodes, I talked about the coil art coils. But no matter what coil I use, like I said, it's just a burnt taste. A burnt taste, mechanical burnt taste, and it hurts your throat. As much as I would like to be a reviewer for these devices on YouTube, that's not really what this playlist is about. It's my vaping experience. And so far, I've enjoyed vaping. It's a lot more pleasurable than smoking ever was. If you enjoy vaping as much as I do, or are a smoker curious to quit by vaping, as I have done, please check out the links below. And if you're a vapor who has not yet stood up for your right to vote by clicking those links, I need to throat punch you. I really do. Because 2 years from now, unless we stand up and act, get these CASAs, these HR 2058 amendments and all that, I've also included a link to a vaping advocacy app in the description below. And if you're a vapor and you haven't gone to CASA or any of those places, download the damn app and put it in your phone. Something, and you'll receive updates, and you'll find out what's going on in the world of vaping, as well as, you know, how to sign up for nosmoking.org and all that stuff. Be sure to check out the links below. I've always got giveaways going on, links below that you might want to check out and sign up for. As long as there's all the advocacy links down below. And this has been the Fried Man Mark Carter himself. I believe this is going to wrap it up for this video. And until next time. Vape on.